Hey YouTube, Dave the Ammo Psycho coming at you. This is my inaugural video and I'd like to thank you very much for watching it. I'm going to try and accomplish three things in this video. I want to tell you a little bit about who I am, how I got here, and what I am trying to accomplish. As far as who I am, I live in Northwest Indiana. My wife of 30 years and I live in a little college town in Northwest Indiana. I was raised and born here. I'm what you call a region boy. I went to high school up here. I went to college to an engineering school in Indiana. And I graduated and I worked for a consulting firm, major Midwest consulting firm for 42 years. In the next month and a half, I will be leaving my permanent position and taking a position as a consultant on a part-time basis. Within probably a year or so, to go into full-time retirement. Hobbies, I'm an avid golfer, avid fisherman. I like most sports, mostly NFL football, college football, NHL hockey. I used to play Legion ball, baseball. Really like baseball, but I don't watch it that much. I played in a adult hockey league when I was much younger. I also belonged to a ski club that was part of the Indiana Ski Council. I love to ski. Midwest, took a lot of trips out west, and in 1992, when my wife and I moved to our permanent home here, she took upon the liking of golf, and that kind of ended our affection for skiing. But you know, hey, it is what it is. How did I get here? I've probably been watching YouTube for, oh gosh, 5 or 6 years. Mostly, you know, some of the other hobbies that I have. I like to cook. I said I like to fish. When I was in college and high school, I really liked to hunt and target shoot. And unfortunately, you know, as time goes on, you know, you move away, your friends move away, everything changes. And I never really met anybody that wanted to, or, you know, had an effect for me to rekindle my interest in those sports. For some reason, about 2 years ago, I got interested into it, and I went back into my basement where I am right now, and I looked at all the old firearms that I had. You know, I had some old pistols, some old rifles, 22s, some other stuff, some shotguns. It was okay, but you know, it wasn't as good as some of the stuff that they have now. I got in there, I sold it, and I went to refurbish what I had before. I relied heavily on YouTube, you know, for information and you know, to look at things, to get people's feedback. And I'd like to give a couple of shout outs to at least a few folks. I'm probably going to be remiss here because I don't have everybody's name, but folks like you know, Hickok 45, Fortune Cookie 45 LC, Gun Blaster, Iraq Veteran 8888, a very knowledgeable gentleman at I think it's 8541 Tactical, Nothing fancy. You know, those are the major folks. You know, but there are a lot of other people that I use to get information on and base my purchases on their opinions and their experiences with firearms, ammunition, and firearms accessories. What made me come here? Well, I had, you know, when I started looking at firearms and stuff like that, I started looking at ammunition, and I would have to admit, the gang, you know, the Ammo Mafia folks had a lot to do with that. I watched all their videos. I thought they added a lot of positive contribution to the shooting industry. Two of my favorites are number one, Danny Corbett. I feel like I never know the guy, don't know him, never met him, but I feel like I've met him my entire life. I have a few friends that have his personality, and I wish that I had 100 more friends just like him. The other individual, I will remain nameless, and when you watch my Ammo Score videos, you will know exactly who I'm talking about. We have different dialects. He's a Italian New Yorker, transplanted Floridian. I'm a from Polish descent, region boy, but when we get into the rant, and the inflection is identical. Probably about a year ago, when I was playing one of his videos and he was going through a tirade, my wife looked at me and said, "I didn't know you started making videos on YouTube." So we'll just keep that for a secret for now, but you may know who it might be. My family, you know, my wife, my family, most of my friends, they probably think I'm crazy for doing this. They've told me that. Went to my wife and myself and some other couples, our friends, went to a friend's wedding in West Palm Beach, Florida, and we were sitting by the pool, and the wedding wasn't until 1 o'clock the next day, and I said, I have to have something to do. I said, I'm going to take a ride down to Boca Raton. I'm going to hit every Walmart from Boca Raton to Palm Beach, Florida, and see what I can get. Not to pounce on somebody's territory, but just to run some surveillance. And a few of our friends looked at me and said, you know, Dave, you're crazy. You know, Dave, you're crazy. So, you know, I always struggled what I was going to call my channel. So based on that, I figured, why not Dave the Ammo Psycho, which is good enough. Do I have a few screws loose? I probably do, which happened over the years, but I kind of live by a couple of mottos. One, my buddy Dave, that he's passed away, and we worked together at a grocery store when we were kids. He always told me, do what turns you on, and I truly believe in that. And the other kind of motto I live by is life is too short to let anything else get in your way. So based on that, hopefully I told you who I am and why I'm here. Now, what am I going to do? Well, I'd like to contribute. One of the first things I'd like to do is contribute back to YouTube and the folks that I've learned from. And I plan on giving reviews of some of the firearms that I bought. It won't be limited to just that. We're going to go through golf. We're going to go through cooking. I will do some ammo reviews. I'll do a number of things, but the two things I want to achieve is I want to be able to give back what I've learned from here, okay, in a proper manner. And the other thing I'd like to give back is to provide videos that offer people a laugh. And what I mean people a laugh is there will be a lot of adult language in that. Now, I understand that there are a lot of people out there, they don't like that, and I can understand that. However, in any video that I will publish, I will provide the description of the language in the video. It will be G-rated, PG, R, or XXX. I have to say that I was motivated by coming onto YouTube because I really don't like social media. I'm not in Twitter. I'm not in Facebook. I don't really like any of the blogs. I don't like any of that stuff. But I was motivated by the folks in the Emo Mafia. I really like all those guys. I look at all their videos. And there are a lot of other people's videos that I review on ammo scoring. You know, too many people to name. But if you've published one, I've reviewed it. And it's if I use your name or your channel in any kind of way, it might be positive, neutral, negative. I don't, you know, I'm not a person that's, you know, trying to pee in your cornflakes, and I don't want you to pee in mine. But think of it like this. If I reference you in any way, feel honored, because if you said something or did something, it impressed me, and I feel obligated to use it. So on that note, in my inaugural address here, I hope I've tried to establish what I'm going to do here, who I am, why I'm here. And with that said, this is Dave the Ammo Cycle, over and out.